Good morning. It's a cold day today. I'm surprised how cold it can be. It should be warmer every day that passes here in New Zealand. At least that's what I was expecting, so I don't know, maybe it's like 10 degrees here right now. So I will have to be on the move to not get cold. Boyle Carpark, next one. Ascending just a bit, and this is quite heavy for me. So usually I don't really talk about how I feel on the trail and what point I'm at, because I wanted to make like a more ambient videos. Well, this is a true hike, so it's a bit different in a way. I thought this morning when I started that, yeah, this is gonna be easy. I had 12 hours in the bed, not sleeping, everything. Watched a movie actually that I had downloaded. But now, as fast as I'm starting to climb a bit, my heart rate increased quite heavy and I feel fatigued again. So I did a short day yesterday and I rested, and I should feel much more like 100% right now. I think I'm down on like 80 already. So I knew quite early on that I would never make it down to Bluff for the last day of February. But I had booked this ticket in early stage, and I thought I would just go and see how it goes. So what happened before I came, I was in a quite or really bad accident. I thought I would have to cancel the whole trip. I was lucky, I guess. Maybe it could have gone even worse, that I couldn't been standing and walking for up to 5-6 months, but I was 1 month like laying down as much as possible and hardly walking the second month. In the third month I could start walking normal, but with pain still. So like 2 weeks before I went down here, it started feeling better. I didn't have any time to start training. I did a few test runs, you could call it, where I walked on flat ground 20k, and another time a little bit less, and 20k on flat land without a backpack is like walking, I don't know, 10k with a backpack that's fully loaded. So it's nothing. It's just to see if everything worked out. The last days has been hard, and I've been walking on flat, so that's why I'm almost 100% certain I gotta get off the trail. I played with some scenarios that I could take 4 or 5 days rest days here, and then continue to do artist pass and see how it feels. But it's like, I don't like tenting when your sleeping bag is on survival temperature. Like every bag has like a -3 or whatever it might be, -5, and a comfort zone that +2 maybe. And I'm gonna be under my comfort zone if I continue with artist pass. I would fix it. I'm sure I would pass it. I would pass artist pass. But I also realized during this 2.5 weeks that that's not why I'm hiking. I'm not hiking to just pass a part of the trail. I'm not a true hiker. I realized I'm here for the enjoyment and the views. And when I bought this, I had been working out for 8 months before my injury. I've been preparing. I should have been preparing almost like a full year to do this hike on my own conditions. Like I could speed up, I could go slow, I would be strong, I would have every muscles I needed. So if you want to enjoy the Araroa trail, you need to be in good shape here on the South Island. I started, as I said in a few videos before, practice for the trail when I got out on Richmond Ranges. That was literally when I would have gone to the gym and start working out for the trail. If it would have happened later, that was the date. My doctor had gave me a clear go. The problem, or I was like hoping, maybe dreaming, that I could do it as I did on the North Island, because on the North Island you can in one way work out and get in shape for the South Island. I did that last time, so I thought might work again here. Maybe I can do this without any training and losing muscle mass for the last 3 months and gaining weight and so on. But the big difference here is every stage here is 7 to 8 days in the woods, and then we get out and we can get a good hot nutritious meal in a restaurant or a cafeteria or somewhere. There's not many places to eat great food. You have to carry everything with you. On the North Island you could eat great food maybe every third day, sometimes more often than that. And I lost a lot of kilos, and if I would continue here I would have to take 3-4 days break in every town, eat up, relax, rest, keep on going for a week, do it over and over again. That's my conclusion. So I do feel a bit of pain in my old injury also, and I don't want it to get worse. But the big thing is that I don't want to walk a trail under my comfort zone, because what happened is that I have to watch out for every step so I take and keep an eye on the trail, on the ground in front of me all the time. So it more becomes like going from one hut to another just to survive the day, to live another day on the trail. That's why I decided when I got back home last after my injury that I'm gonna work out and be 100% fit. And here I am, down to maybe 80%, maybe less. In some way I forgot about that when I decided to go. People were asking, you sure you're gonna go? You've been injured for so long time. I said, yeah, I'm gonna try. I mean, I can do something else otherwise. And I had a ticket, you know. So in one way, I had really good 2.5, 3 weeks here in New Zealand, so I wouldn't want to have it undone. But if somebody told me you will only get 3 weeks, I would have cancelled the trip, yeah. But I feel I've been lucky with the weather at the right moment. I've been lucky with my decisions to just do short days. It served me to this point. I enjoyed the whole experience of hiking the South Island until yesterday. Today is just an easy walkout, so I'm sure I will see this and yesterday as something positive still, because I'm actually finishing up Tasman. It's a district here in New Zealand. I think you call it district. So even if I did a lot less than I thought I would be able to, again without having any experience, I just believed that I would be able to go all the way to Bluff and like get in shape on the trail like I did on the North Island. But as I told you, this is 2 steps more difficult. It's not 1 step, it's 2, maybe more. Like if the entirety of the North Island was a 7 from 1 to 10 scale, I would rate the South Island as a 9.5 even. Maybe it lowers to a 9, depends on how the land's more south is. So in one way I'm making this video to remind myself to not get started on Artist Pass, because after 3 days of rest it will feel like I'm ready to go again. And it's all gonna come back in a few days. Maybe already after 1 day I would have to turn back, or I have to force myself through another 7 days of Artist Pass. And if I did that, maybe I would be on my comfort zone for like 1 day, maybe 2, depends on the trail. But I learned that I want to enjoy the trail. I want to enjoy every meter of the trail. And if I walk on a trail without being fit for it, it's not worth it. I can just come back next winter or the following winter or the winter thereafter. I could come back at least 1 month to do some hiking on the TA trail in the right order, well trained on my conditions. That's how I always wanted to do it. And when the accident happened after it, I forgot it, I guess. It's like I forgot how it feels not to be well trained on the South Island. Yeah, it would be, in one way, it feels hard to say, to walk Artist Pass right now would be in one way waste. I'd rather save it, come back next year and do it 100% fit and make a season 3 on this video blog. Who knows how long it's gonna be, like maybe get a 4th and a 5th season also. It's not really important. I'm trying to do better quality every time I come down here, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'm just guessing now, but I think it's the fatigueness that brings me down right now. I was able to do the first days on Richmond ranges because I did short days. I didn't know that, but I did survive Richmond ranges, took 2-day rest days. It kept going through the pass, which I'm on right now, the last day. So all of those days I was still above my comfort level. It's just right now walking these easy roads, ascending just a small hill, that my heart rate starts running and I feel fatigued in my muscle. I lost a lot of weight, and as I told you, there's not much time to rebuild in the towns, so this gotta be the right decision. It's hard to make this kind of decisions, but I can always find comfort in that I can come back next year. So, and in one way it's nice to have something to look forward to when you're gonna get your body in shape. So if I want to see the positive things, there's a lot there. Even getting off the trail, I will do some other things with the time instead. Yeah, I'm sorry to say it, but when I get to Boyle, I'm off the trail. I had a amazing experience doing 2 of the hardest parts of the TA in good weather, getting good footage, feeling good in the beginning, feeling good in the middle also, but in the end, yeah, it's still fine because I did 1 of the hardest parts, 2 of the hardest parts, and I'm very pleased with my New Zealand trip, even if it got cut short. I am very happy I decided to go and come down here. But I hope that I will feel as much looking forward to come back next year as I did this year by actually going home now and save another highlight of the TA for the next year.